it's Black Rat from 287 and welcome to the channel. So today we are here to do the video about the new heroes, the SX24. I know that you are waiting for this. I saw many comments, so here I am. So I collected some small information that I could get about the heroes, especially if they are working good or not. Of course, we don't know yet because the heroes can't be maxed. But anyway, let's see what we can talk about those guys, what I can tell you, what I understood, and if they are good to recruit or not. So let's start with the first one, and it's this guy called Geraint or Geraint. I don't know how to say in English. I would say Geraint. So let's go for Geraint. So it's a kind of big archer who have a very big sword, almost bigger than his head. Kind of funny. Anyway, we're not here to talk about his sexiness. So Geraint is a support and is a footman hero. So we have a recommendation with Harald and Gustav. Let's see if this can be really accurate or not. So let's read. Resilience for the skill 2. It's a pre-battle skill with 2 of range. Target 3 random friendly squads. So it's a buff for all the team or the allies. So for the first 4 rounds of the battle, all friendly squads have an 85% chance to restore some troops' power when taking damage. Recovery rate 75%. Gerald enjoy double the restoration effect. Okay, very easy to understand. So we have a buff for only the first rounds with a high chance, really high chance. Each time that you're going to take damage, you're going to get a healing of 75%. Of course, the healing is not huge because it's a healing when you take damage. Of course, it can be a big heal, but it's not a bad heal. It's a good heal. I would say it's definitely a good heal. And Geraint gonna have the double, so he's gonna heal double of 75%. So which means that he's gonna heal from 150. So okay, so this skill is good against those legions with Sendiata, Rose, and Farah. All the legions with Sakura, Henry. Those legions, yeah, like Alhara. The legions who do really big damage on the big rounds. This is gonna be good, so you can tank those damage in the first rounds and not lose one of your heroes, because that's the main problem when you're facing those legions. If they are too strong, they can kill one of your troop in like 2 rounds or 3 rounds, and then you're gonna lose the battle almost all the time. So this can make your legions to don't die in those first rounds. So after those first rounds, if you didn't lost a lot of troops against the glass cannon legions, you normally should be able to win because they're gonna lose a lot of damage. So not a bad skill. Let's see what we have more. So you have Deadly Row. It's a pre-battle skill with a range of 4 and targets 2 random enemy squads, so 2 enemies. It's before the battle starts. 2 random enemy squads enter in the timid state. So timid state, we never got this. I guess they call it in another language shy state or something, but anyway. So you have a 70% chance to fail when casting active skills and take 300 skill damage themselves. So it's a kind of curse, we're gonna say. So when the 2 enemy gonna be in this statue called timid, they're gonna be like curse. They have 70% chance to fail the skill, which is a big chance. If they fail, they're gonna do damage to themselves, 300 skill damage, which is really good. Not a bad skill also, I like it. I find it interesting. Well, it depends what legions you're going to fight, obviously, because if you're fighting Harald or something who do counterattack, I don't think this is going to work. But that's very interesting. I like the skill. Pretty nice. So here we have some might. And the last skill, Undying Will. So there's no range, means it's a buff for himself. Target 1 friend squad, so it's a buff for himself. For the first 2 rounds, so again, working on the first rounds, Geraint helps take 25% of the damage inflicted on the 2 other friendly squads. So he's gonna taunt, we call this a taunt, he's gonna taunt 25% of the damage that the other hero is gonna be taking. So this is gonna be, of course, helping if you have an Harald in front row. You're gonna be able to take some damage so he don't die very quick. So, okay, this is the first part. So, yeah, and when his HP first drops to 50%, he enters a berserker state, okay, gains sober combo and splash effects, damage rate 100%. It's not bad, of course, but this hero is not made to do big damage, so it's not a big buff corresponding to the damage that he does. And it's going to restore some troops power equal to 100% of the damage dealt for 2 rounds. Yeah, it's not really bad. He's going to heal himself a lot when he's going to get to 50%. He's going to heal a lot. Then you're going to have all those effects like sober, so he can be silent, etc. He's going to restore troops. And the splash effect, so it's damage that when he's going to hit and a legion, he's going to hit also the others. It's a splash damage, a little bit like a Beast Queen. Beast Queen does that. So, okay, so when I look on the globality, so obviously I think it's not gonna be good to play as a front row tanky. I don't think it's gonna be good enough to tank. He's gonna be more a support. To support a strong front row, so obviously when you think to a strong front row, you think to Harald, obviously. So I really think this gonna works with Harald. What we can say, so yeah, it's really made to fight those glass cannon legions. So not sure it's gonna be super good against other infantry legions. This I'm not that sure. This effect also I'm not sure about it, because the fact that you need to wait for 55% to benefit of this. If the hero is not a front laner, he's not going to take that much damage. So when in the battle, he's going to really benefit from this. Especially if you are fighting a defensive legion who don't do a lot of damage, who's going to win the battle just by healing and do just small damage. This never going to be happening to work. So I'm still a little bit depending the people that you are fighting. And also, I actually forgot, but this... What I understand is this only going to work one time, because it says before the battle starts. So I believe it's going to work one time before the battle, because it's not written before the rounds. It's before the battle. So for me, it works one time. So the skill is good, but only for one time. So, well, it's interesting. We need to test. So for the combos, what I would say, of course, it's going to be, for me, Harald, Geraint, and Gustav. Why not? It can work, actually. And I think you can use any other type of hero that we always use with Harald. So Bleeding Steed, Hellfire, Healer, Theodora, also an Alexander. All this kind of stuff that we already use going to work in this composition. So we just need to make more tests and see how it goes. It's an interesting hero, can be meta. If it's a hero that's going to be on the top, I'm not sure, but can be a good hero. So let's go now for the second, and we have Olive. So Olive is a ranged and is a cavalry and also an archery. Very interesting. We never got a hero like this. We got general heroes, works with everything, but we never got a hero works only with 2 types. So it's a new. So it's a cavalry and an archery. But actually, it's go with the art of the character, because he's an archer on a horse. So let's say that he can be archer and horseman also. So why not? Recommendation, we have Don, we have Louis, and Olive. I'm not sure about this one, especially that I don't like Louis. It's not a hero that I really like. But anyway, let's read. So we have Sacred Blessing, which is a statue skill with a range of 0 and 1 random squad. So it's a buff for himself. So when Olive carries different unit types, different effects are triggered. So obviously, when he gonna have a cavalry, he's gonna do plus 35% counter effects against cavalry and archer. And also he's gonna give minus 25% counter effect taken from them. Okay, so what is important here is that you're gonna reduce the counter effects from cavs and archer. But actually, we don't really have heroes in the meta that are doing counterattacks in Archer. There's heroes, I don't remember which ones actually, but it's all the heroes that are really not usable. So using this effect against Archer is useless. And against Cavalry, we only have, I believe, Don, who's doing a counterattack, but it's not his main thing actually. Like, it's not his biggest damage really. But anyway, it's gonna work against Don. It's gonna reduce, but the type of archery, not much. So if you put archers with him, he's gonna have also plus 25% counter effect, but against footmen and archers, and he's gonna take minus 35% counter effects from them. So this is going to work on archers and footmen. And here it's interesting because footmen have a lot of counterattacks because Harald is absolutely this. Harald is a counterattack hero and we see Harald a lot. So when I look at it, I would see that it would be more interesting to put archery with him regardless to fight Harald. In my opinion, this will be really way interesting. Also interesting is that we can put this hero with counterattack heroes. That's why actually they are saying that Dawn can pair with him, because actually Dawn does counterattack. So it can really work with him. So let's see now. We have stride of like, and this is the key of the here. So you have a range of 5, so very big range, target 3 enemy squads, and this is massive. Each round 100%, so it's going to trigger all the rounds except if it's silent, of course, but if not, it's strong. 100% chance to do 725% skill damage to 2 or 3 random enemy squads. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. These damage are insane. And then the hero enters in a weakened statue until the end of the round. So this, no one understood what it means. The devs didn't give us any idea about this. So he's gonna probably take more damage or something like this, but we don't actually know exactly what he's doing. But this is doing damn huge damage. I saw some battles and he's doing really insane damage. So very good skill. It's actually really the best skill of the hero, to be honest. It's very strong. So let's see now the 7 skill, because there's a little difference. We have the hero gains 25% might and resistance for archer and cavalry. We usually have only one stat, but now we have 25% each. It's a little buff, but not something huge. So now the 8 skill, Paladin's Resistance. So it's an additional attack with a range of 5. Targets 1 random friendly squad with effective range. So after a normal attack, only is going to trigger effects based on the unit troop. So again, if there's archery, there's plus 150% might and resistance and 65% chance to remove debuffs. So this is going to be really good, removing the debuffs, because if you get silence, it's going to really kill the hero because he's not going to be able to trigger this. So you have a debuff. I think that's really great. And if there's cavalry, you're going to have also... no, it's not a buff. If you are cavalry, you're going to give a debuff of minus 150% target might and resistance. So it's going to take from the enemy. And 65% chance to remove debuff also. So the only difference actually is if you are archer, you're going to boost your resistance and damage. If you are using cavalry, you're going to reduce the damage and the defense of the enemy. Why not? So I still think that the buff is better, that you buff yourself and do a lot of damage, but both gonna work. So what to say about this little guy? For me, it seems really strong, especially because of this skill. It's gonna do tons of damage, and especially that he also can remove the debuffs, which is really great after each normal attack. So probably can be interesting to put him with heroes that you do additional attacks. We have to try this. But for me, it seems a really good hero. Seems strong. For me, it's a kind of Henry better, stronger, with more damage, in my opinion. So you're going to see in the tests. So legions that we can find. So what I am thinking. So for me, it can replace Henry. So you can totally play this with Alhaura, Sakura, and Olive. You can have Hunk, Sakura, Olive. It's going to work also for sure. What we can put him with a lot of things actually, but those ones for me are the most interesting. We can also probably put him with Warden, Ramses, Olive, and as a cavalry, in my opinion, we can also put him with, for example, Dawn, Hellfire, and Olive, because Hellfire are gonna have also debuffs, so it's gonna help a lot. Olive and healing. So Dawn who do counterattack, so it's going to combine with this skill. So Dawn, Hellfire, Olive. Probably Roland, Hellfire, Olive also can work very well, because Roland is really good in front row. We can also put him also with Dawn, Roland, and Olive. It's going to work as a replacement of Tura Cartel. So there's many options. I really think this year are going to be good. So I really think you should go for him, in my opinion, more than Geraint. I think Geraint going to be good, but not the top of the top. But I think Olive probably going to be a top of the top here. So let's see where he goes. So now we're going to watch something different. We're going to go on Roy Academy site, because I'm going to show you what actually Valaski made, because he made some guides on the forum for those who don't know, and you can go there and have way more informations than I do, and you can just read them, because he's going to give you some combos, etc. So let's jump on his website and let's keep a look. So we are now in Valaski site, the Rise of Castles .net. So we are in his forum. It's called the Rock Book. So I will put the links in the description for those who wants to join. It's free. It's just a forum that you can come, and he's posting. So you can see he put actually the one for Olive. So you can say that he's explaining, and you can have this beautiful picture that is showing you the skills and also the suggestions of the combos that we are testing. Everyone is testing. So you can see also something that I didn't really talk about. So Cyrus, seems that Cyrus can work very well. You can see that some legions I also actually was thinking, so he also thinking about them. So I really recommend you, if you want some more informations, to come here. So you can get, so actually he sent me the link, so you can get all the information more detail, and you can just read them. So you can see here he's explaining everything that he's doing, and he also gonna give combo suggestions, and he's gonna explain you why he's gonna put this hero with this hero, so you can see all the details. So I let you go and read if you are interested. So there's everything, so you can see the strong synergy with what heroes, why, what's the weakness. So very interesting. If you want more details, go in the site. I put the link on the description, and go support his job, because Valaski does a lot of stuff. So he's the one that does all the combos, etc., all the lists. So go check his site, and that's it for the video. I see you for the next, and peace out.